And as you can see, I have a guest with me this morning. She is the manager of the fifth quarter in Visalia, a proud sponsor of not only J Live Entertainment events, but also the Eggs, Bacon, and Joey Morning Show and 559 Fights MMA. And she's here to talk to us about the fifth quarter in Visalia. Esmeralda, how are you?
Great.
Oh, let me turn on your mic.
Great. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for being here with us. And, Esmeralda, I was at the fifth quarter on Saturday, this past weekend. And I got to tell you, I had, number one, for appetizer, I had some mozzarella sticks, which were amazing. And then I had a sushi, sushi roll. I believe it was the crunch roll.
One of our popular ones.
Oh, so good. And then my mom had got a steak. So I had some of her steak too. So what I'm saying is the food at the fifth quarter is absolutely like amazing right now.
Thank you.
You guys got a new menu, right?
We do.
Tell me a little bit about the new menu. Why the change? Why a new refreshed menu?
When my boss first started his place, he wanted to have inclusion. So everyone on that came in was going to have something that they wanted to. You'd go on a business meeting or whatever it was. He wanted everybody in your group to be able to have something. That being said, our old menu used to be fairly large. We had 6 pages. Now we have a concise one-page menu.
Yeah, it's like back on front and back, right? Yeah.
Yeah. However, you still have all of that inclusion. We have our full sushi bar. We have our kitchen, like you said, plenty of appetizers and anything from your pub rub kind of food to your steak kind of food. So he a diverse amount of food.
It's cool that you say that because yes, you can go onto that menu and there's something for everybody. Like if you're a steak person, you go for the steak. If you're a fish and chips person, you go for fish and chips. If you go for sushi, you got sushi. And then if you go for a pizza, you got pizza. But they're not like ordinary pizzas.
No,
like,
they're not.
You can order a carne asada pizza. That thing is good because I've had that on several meetings with Sang, the owner, and that thing is just amazing as well. But just the menu itself sells the fifth quarter alone on why you need to go.
Right.
But there's other things that you guys do too that bring in a lot of people, like your entertainment. A lot of people know the fifth quarter for your entertainment. Tell me about some of the things that you already got going on that are kind of like firm right now at the fifth quarter for entertainment.
For entertainment, we have something going on like every night, it seems like. Monday nights, we do karaoke. Tuesday nights are fairly more chill. Wednesday nights, we have the Illusions Drag Show. On Thursday nights is our college night. On Friday nights, it's Fun Friday, so we have the DJ on live. And then on Saturdays, we have Snapchat Saturdays. And then Sundays actually have been kicking off fairly well. We have Banda nights on Sundays.
And when you say Banda nights, you're talking about Latin music, right? So Latin music goes on Sundays, and I mean that's a unique experience too because you can dance to all the Latin music, and it's just a refreshing type of sound instead of always getting like the DJ stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, we do have the DJ. On those nights. However, what makes those nights more unique is that we're always bringing on a live band. So I think that's what has attracted the crowd on those nights. So
it's not. So it's just like a DJ, but also a live band as well. Oh, that's pretty cool. So like is it like different grupos and bandas type of thing? Nice. And you guys still have karaoke night or no?
Yes, we do on Monday nights.
Oh, okay. So you can still go there and showcase your talent if you want to. Have you ever walked around the fifth quarter and like you hear this person singing and you're like, man, this person's pretty good?
Yeah, yeah. That actually happens fairly often on Monday nights, and even if you're not, I've gotten up there myself.
One thing I've noticed about the fifth quarter is it's really big. Yeah. Like you got the restaurant, you got the bar, and then there's like a huge like billiard side of it, right, where all the pool tables are at. And then there's an outdoor patio too, right?
Correct.
So all these different facilities, I mean, as far as customers, I mean, they can enjoy everything, right?
Yeah, and see, that's what makes us so unique is the fact that when people come to the fifth quarter to have dinner, I observe people a lot. When they come to have dinner, they stick around. They go hang out for a little while at the pool hall. play, shoot some pool, hang back with their friends and everything, and then after the fact they could come back and have the DJ and the live dancing and the whole club atmosphere. And let me tell you, our club is like no other. Our lighting system is set up to be like in a bigger city.
I mean, it looks like you're in Vegas when that lighting is coming down. That's how cool it looks. And you're right. There's something about that uniqueness that like, for example, this past weekend I had my daughter with me, so I couldn't, we couldn't stay for the later hours. But if I were there another time, I would have had dinner. Then I would have finished up dinner, had a couple drinks at the bar, maybe gone to the billiards, played at the jukebox a little bit, and played some pool. So you're keeping me there longer because you have all this stuff for me to do. Now, you said something about you're looking for DJs. Tell me a little bit more about that, looking for DJs.
Yeah, on Friday nights, we're looking into finding a residential DJ. However, at the time, we want to go ahead and explore what our options are.
So now, what are you saying? Are you going to give DJs an opportunity to sign up to be your resident DJ?
Yeah.
So what do they do? They just go contact you, and then are you going to give them like an hour spot, or they get a whole night to themselves?
We would go ahead and do a whole night.
Okay.
So as of right now, if someone is interested, what they would do is contact one of the managers, and then we would go into booking them for a Friday night, and then we will go ahead and give them a shot.
So it's almost like you're giving these DJs a trial, because eventually you just want to have one DJ that's there every week.
Correct.
And that's pulling in big crowds.
And right now we have the opportunity to possibly explore beyond what we've had there before. We've had a lot of the Latin music and a lot of the mixture between the hip hop and stuff. Maybe this is an opportunity for us to go in a different direction. We're open to kind of exploring what our options are.
Okay. And I think one time we talked a couple weeks ago, you also mentioned you were thinking about bringing in also like some indie bands sometimes as well.
Yeah, I had. We actually did have an indie band, and their name's Call Me James. They were there on a college night. Usually Thursdays are our nights where we're going to go ahead and allow that spot for bands or things like that to come in.
Now tell me a little bit about Snapchat Saturdays. Like, Snapchat is this whole video service that everybody's using right now. As a matter of fact, Facebook sees it as a big competition right now. What happens? Is everybody Snapchatting all at one time? What's going on here?
Yeah, so what we do is we create the Snapchat group, so anybody who tags the fifth quarter or who adds it to our story, and then everybody's stories for that night are
all in that group. Wow. So have you guys seen some crazy stories?
I mean, people have a great time at the fifth quarter.
Oh, man. No, I bet. So fifth quarter again, how do our listeners and viewers get in touch with the fifth quarter? Like, where do we go on social media and all that stuff?
We're all over social media. We have Instagram, we have Facebook, and we have our Snapchat.
So you have all those social media sites in which you guys are constantly putting updates
Correct.
up, right? Like, I was just on your Facebook. You have updates of what the bar looks like. You got what's food items on there, photos of that, and you're always posting like what's coming up as well, right? What did you think of the Super Bowl? How was it at the fifth quarter this past Sunday?
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a blast. And, one of the greatest things about my boss's vision for this place thing was the fact that he wanted to have a place where everybody felt safe to go to. His biggest thing is sports has no prejudice. And it truly feels that way. I mean, when I took a moment to sit back after running around, I really took it in, and the fact that it felt like you were at his house, like just kicking back, having, a few drinks. We had the barbecue going on the back. It was just amazing how everybody was just so intact with one another, and it was just, nothing else mattered. It was just about sports. As a matter of fact, there was a bet going between two sports guys there. Okay. And he ended up saying, if my team loses, then you get my jersey. And he had to give up his jersey, and we saw it in front of everybody.
Man.
And yeah.
That's too bad. So as the manager, because you said you're one of several managers, right?
Yes, there's 3 of us.
Okay, so as a manager, what are some of the biggest challenges for you, running an actual place like this?
The diversity. Definitely switching from being your family-oriented place during dinner, and then running into being a nightclub, the transitioning. I think that's one of the things that we've kind of had to adjust to. At least for me, I'm one of the newer managers, so that's one of the greatest things.
So is your goal for this year to just constantly have things going on at the fifth quarter for like anybody, any day of the week?
Yes, that is, I think, has been the goal from the get-go. However, I think we're tightening up on what our identity is and being able to cater to all of our customers. You know, one of the biggest things that I get asked is a lot of people see us as just a nightclub. So bringing in the new menu like we have, it's brought in a lot more crowds into our dinner and
actually eat.
Yes, and that's what I'm so excited about to see. The nightclub part is a lot of fun, and we love it. But also knowing the fact that we're a family-oriented place where you can go have dinner or bring your business meetings into our place. And
so you want people to understand that regardless of all the nightclub stuff and all the DJ thing and the bands and the entertainment, it's still a family-oriented place. You can still go there and have a great dinner with family. I did it myself this past weekend. And you can go there and just enjoy some good food because you put as much effort into the food, into all of that, as the same way that you put the effort into booking bands and getting the DJ, right?
Correct.
So very important that our listeners and viewers know that the fifth quarter is a place to eat.
Yes, and a delicious,
and good food.
Delicious place. We brought on 2 new chefs and have completely redone our kitchen as far as like the structure and the way it's run, and all of our food is fresh. Like we hardly even have any frozen foods. We have they have their specialty salsas that they make themselves. You had the carne asada, right?
Yes, the carne asada pizza.
That sauce themselves, they've created all of that with them herbs and all of that deliciousness. As far as everything else, like our patties, we buy our meat locally and they actually handcraft them.
Oh wow, okay.
In-house. Our spices are all made in-house, like our Woods and River. One of the chefs, the head chef there, actually has created that and branded that himself. And so we actually have people coming in now and just wanting to buy our sauces, like our Dragon's Breath.
Dragon's Breath, this is hot.
It's one of our hottest, yeah, but they've created that themselves. So as much of a focus as we've had on all of our entertainment, which is phenomenal, we have a blast. We also have the food and our restaurant piece. And
so once again, just to jump onto the DJ audition type of deal you guys are doing there, if you're a DJ, all you have to do is contact Esmeralda or any of the managers of the fifth quarter.
Sandy or Jade.
And what do you need to send? Do you need to send like a clip of your music or any pictures?
Lately, what we've been doing is listening on SoundCloud.
Okay.
That would be sufficient, or even come in. We're so approachable. I think that is the biggest thing that makes the fifth quarter stand out, is how approachable the management and the owner himself is. Like, you see him walking around every single night, and and that makes our job a little bit more difficult sometimes. But no, it's because everybody loves Sang, and he loves everybody, you know, and he completely brings everybody in and welcomes them. And I haven't personally, aside from this being my employment, haven't walked into another venue where the boss is walking around, the owner is walking around and engaging with the crowd and actually like catering to the crowd and making them feel important. And I think that is the biggest thing that makes the fifth quarter stand out, because we have our regulars, like they are faithfully there, you know, not only
that
for
are constantly returning.
Not only for dinner, and all of our staff is that way as well. We're very welcoming. We just love to have a great time. We love to have you there. We just welcome everybody, like I said, and I think that is the atmosphere that you get when you come into the fifth quarter.
No, that's so cool. But yeah, so it's very important that people understand family-oriented, but also a great nightlife at the fifth quarter. You can get the best of both worlds. And on top of that, DJs out there. You're looking for a residential DJ.
DJs.
I mean, this is your opportunity. If you're a DJ out there right now, hey, your spot right now is waiting for you to be the residential DJ at the fifth quarter. So once again, SoundCloud recommended, but you can also just walk into the fifth quarter and talk to a manager and let them know, hey, I'm a DJ. I want to try out. I can bring people here, and they'd be happy to have you, right?
Hit us up on social media, Facebook, Instagram.
All right, there it is, Esmeralda. You've said it all this morning. The number on the screen is correct, right? 559-741-0111.
Correct.
And social media?
Yes.
Facebook?
Instagram.
Snapchat?
Snapchat.
All you got to do is look up the fifth quarter, right? All right. Esmeralda, thank you so very much.
Thank
I
you
appreciate
for
it.
having us.
Eggs, Bacon, and Joey. Stay with us, folks. Don't go anywhere.